Now we discuss the properties of vector. In the properties of vector, first we discuss the commutative law. What is the commutative law? The order of addition, the order of addition does not matter. Adding to give the same result. If we take the two vector, if we reverse the direction of the vector by adding, it does not matter, we get the same result. Here we represent it by graphically. Here we take the two vector. This is the vector A and this is the vector B. Now we add these two vector. Here first we take the vector A. By head to tail method, we add these two vector such that the head of the first vector is meet with the tail of the second vector. Here we draw the resultant. We get the resultant by draw from the tail of the first vector and head of the last vector. So this is the how we add the vector and this is the resultant. If we reverse the that, if we first take the vector B and then add to it vector A. Here we take the vector B. In vector B we add the vector A. Add vector B A into B by such that the tail of the vector A to the head of the vector B. This is how we add the vector A into vector B by using head to tail method. This also get the same resultant, that is now the B plus A. This is the vector sum, that is the resultant R. So here we write that you get the same result, same resultant for any order of adding the vector. This is the commutative law. If we change the order of addition, it does not affect the resultant of the vector. Now we add the two or more than two vector. How we add the more than two vector? Let's suppose when you have many vectors, just keep repeating the head to tail process until all are included. The resultant are vector is drawn from the tail of the first vector to the head of the last vector. Here we take the all the vectors, vector A, B, C, this is the D vector and this is the C vector. How we add all these vectors? Vector A add to the vector B by using head to tail method. Then in vector B we add the vector C. Then we add the vector D. And last we draw the resultant vector by the draw from the tail of the first vector and head of the last vector. This is the resultant R. So here we write that resultant R, that is equal to A vector plus B vector plus C vector plus D vector. Now we discuss the vector resolution. What is the vector resolution? Vector resolution is the vector resolution is splitting a vector into its components along different coordinate axes. Every vector consists of at least two components. One in the x direction and another in the y direction. Here we take the example resolution of vector f into two components such that f vector is equal to f x along x direction and fy along y direction. Here we show it by graphically. Here we take the two axes, x axis and y axis. Along x axis unit vector is I and y axis unit vector is j. This is the vector force F. It has two components. Along x axis is fx and y axis is fy. This is how we resolution the vector into two components.